Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Pick and Mix podcast, episode 4.
It is, yep.
Yay! Woo!
Woo, woo.
Today we're going to be going through, a bit of a Christmassy theme.
God,
No, nothing says Christmas more like not being together.
Yeah, exactly. Long distance.
So, yeah, long distance. That's the best way to have Christmas. So I'm reviewing the Grinch, the Jim Carrey Grinch film. I can't remember where it's from. And you're reviewing...
it's called Krampus, and it's from, I think, 2015.
I think I've
Yeah,
remembered
2015.
That. Yeah, so that'd be great. Okay, let's get straight into the icebreaker. So for our would you rather, right? Would you rather have your birthday or have Christmas?
So one of them's cancelled. One of them's just...
One of them's gone. It's only for a year. Only for a year. So for a year, one's gone.
Is it like it's just ignored by all of your loved ones, or is it? It just doesn't exist.
I feel like you just skip a day. No one else remembers it.
You just
you don't
black
remember
out for the day.
It's like you get snapped out in like Marvel, and then you just reappear a day later. Just that you just gone for a day.
Mm. Okay.
So would you rather have that, or on your birthday, the exact same thing happens?
I would say I would definitely get rid of the birthday.
Yeah.
Because... But what would you say? Would you say birthday?
I'd probably go with Christmas.
Oh,
I
really?
really like my birthday. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think...
We've got pick and mixed opinions
We've got a
there.
pick and mixed opinion, TM. Yeah, because Christmas, you also get gifts, so that's fine.
Is that really how you're looking at it? Just gifts?
Well, no, that's one part. But then also, Christmas is more family time than birthday, because birthday isn't necessarily a big family get-together. And Christmas dinner.
Christmas dinner's overrated. I don't mind Christmas dinner, but I think it's well overrated.
I can't believe... I know, it is a Sunday dinner, but good.
Yeah, my mum can't cook, so there you go. That's probably why.
Well then, wouldn't you prefer Christmas so that you can go to a family member's house who can cook?
Oh, true. I can go to my nan's. Damn.
Yeah. So you've not thought it through properly.
But birthday, I could just go to Nando's. I could just go out. No, everything's open on like my birthday. Nothing's closed.
Yeah,
Unless it's like a Sunday afternoon, then a problem.
What day.
Yeah, that's the real particular day. You don't know what day your birthday's going to be.
I don't think I can get over the fact that you don't like Christmas dinners. I'm a bit hung up on that.
I don't dislike Christmas, but it's not like all year I'm excited for it.
No, I'm not sat there for 363 days. I can't fucking wait for the next one.
It's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask for PlayStation.
I just love turkey and stuff it so much. No.
Yeah, it's just like... that sounds so cynical. I just like it for the presents. I love getting a little present.
I don't... Cynical's
like,
not the word. Shallow, I think, is the word you're looking for.
Maybe, yeah.
But you still get presents at Christmas, don't you? Is it just you want to be the only
one?
No,
I'm saying on the birthday. I feel like you get more presents on your birthday, though. And you don't have to give presents.
So it's purely a monetary thing for you, is it? Christmas is more expensive.
Christmas is expensive as hell.
Yeah. But
it boils up.
But that's like the thing about like feeling good, giving out gifts and making people happy by buying them good gifts.
Yeah, true. I mean, I generally do love giving gifts. I love giving people presents.
Yeah.
Giving them anything, even something that's not really a present. I'm like, oh, you like it,
You just like gifting random items.
Yeah. Here's my yogurt pot from lunch.
Wow, thank you so much, Julius.
My empty packet of crisps. Here you go. I need real food.
I don't think that's really the spirit of Christmas, is it? Giving your...
Yeah.
I can't swear. Giving your
poo-poo. Giving your poopy pants.
Garbage to people.
Giving your real filth, just stuff you don't want.
Absolutely foul behaviour.
But I felt I've had a year before where my birthday wasn't really like celebrated.
Yeah.
Because everyone was just doing stuff, and I was very down. That ruined my mood for like 3 months.
Yeah, I think I had one.
And I had one because it was in it was school. I was sick, So I had to stay home from school.
Yeah.
And just no one celebrated it. No, I didn't even get any messages, and I was like, oh, this sucks. It's like no one's remembered.
Yeah, and that's a good point because like my best birthday is better than my best Christmas.
Yeah.
But my worst birthday is a lot worse than my worst Christmas.
Yeah, I don't really have a tier for them. I normally just.
I don't have a set list of.
Not for both. I feel for both.
2013 was A tier, but 2014 was that was D or E. No.
Yeah. Spending time with people though, it's just like I'm not. I'd rather be on my own.
Do you just so your mum's cooking's rubbish? You don't like your family. You don't want to spend time with them. You hate giving gifts because it's too expensive.
No, I don't. The gift one maybe a little bit.
And the other,
all
the other two.
All the other ones, yes.
Okay. I'll make sure that
depends
goes in and gets written down and gets signed off on.
With your presents, right? Yeah, it should be like a money limit, though. I reckon.
Yeah, if you do like a Secret Santa, that's good because you get
it really annoys me when I
15 limit or something.
I'm like, I'll go £5 over limit anyway because I want to be the most generous.
Yeah.
Because I'm so humble, you know.
Oh, so humble and generous. And
then it's
friendly.
like, oh god, they've gone £10 over and they've got me something way better. They've got me something way more thoughtful.
So I think I know what's happened here. Is you see Christmas and gift giving as a competition. You've made it a competitive. You don't get a medal at the end.
You know what I'm like? You know what I'm like? That I see everything as a competition. I just can't enjoy myself.
No, that's not a good way to exist.
You're telling me. Right, Christmas, birthday, one's gone.
I'm getting rid of birthday.
I'm getting rid of Christmas. I'll be the Grinch.
It's a good thing you've watched the bloody Grinch, innit? Yeah.
Yeah.
Matching you.
No, I just like to keep it on theme.
Good lad. It's time for the blockbuster breakdown, and as you would say, Julius, the main meat
of
this podcast.
It's the main chunk, the main
flesh.
So we've had our starter now. We're ready for our pie. We're ready for our
our pie.
We only have pie for dinner.
You know, the classic. Yeah, the classic dinner is starter, pie, dessert.
Yeah. Unless it's like a sweet pie, then you got to save it for a bit after.
Then it's starter pie.
I was thinking more about chicken pie, beef pie. You know, what's your favourite pie, Jake?
The pie that I made yesterday.
Anyway, let's talk about movies.
Yes. Right, movies.
Right. You want to start off? I'll follow.
Yeah. So my movie is Krampus, 2015. Basically, it's kind of like a dark comedy parody sort of Christmas movies. So it's a kid, where it's like two families get together, and they're like very opposing families. And then one of the kids rips up his Christmas list because he's hates his family, says I hate Christmas, and which classically, and everyone knows this happens, summons the Christmas demon who comes and kidnaps children, Krampus.
What's Krampus like in this film? He's
really cool. I really like it. It's like a practical effects.
Is he sorceress or is he just?
He's like a huge goat man, like evil Santa. And because that is what he is in real life as well.
It literally is just evil Santa in real life, yeah.
Yeah. But do you know the whole Krampus mythology?
No, I know
thing?
Krampus is. Yeah, I know Krampus.
And just going around stealing children and hitting them with.
I know the Christmas
sticks.
mythos.
The Christmas cinematic universe.
the mythology of Christmas.
The Santa extended universe. The best thing about this film, I think, is like the practical effects and stuff, because Krampus looks awesome. His little elf freak creatures look awesome. But what's yours?
Yeah, mine's The Grinch Stole Christmas, a classic film starring great actor Jim Carrey. Came out in the 15th of November 2000. I had to Google that because I forgot.
2000?
Yeah, according to Google.
Good lord.
Yeah, so 2000. It's a comedy, from what I can tell. It's mainly just a comedy. There's not really. There's bits where it tries to be a drama. It's not. It's just a comedy. Okay. The conflict in it's so goofy that you don't think there's conflict.
Yeah, it's.
It's a story about a green angry man called the Grinch. It's very similar to what's his name? Oh my God, this is so annoying. As soon as I remember it, I had it on my screen a second ago. Very similar to Charles Dickens' Ebenezer Scrooge. It's like a
Yeah,
very, very similar
yeah.
character as they don't like Christmas. This is bad. I'm going to ruin it.
He's being such a Grinch.
But the Grinch in this one steals Christmas. He gets a big bag, goes in everyone's houses, and takes everyone's presents, which is absolutely out of order. It's out of order. It's so
Grinch,
bad.
man.
He's
Not
personally cringe
acceptable.
in general. He's not on. He ain't it. He ain't it. And
Absolutely. It's
yeah,
cringeless.
and he grows his heart. He learns to love Christmas later on. I realise I'm just spoiling the film. I'm not really giving it.
It is a 22-year-old film, so I think.
Okay, I'll give my actual blurb of it. It's a story about a man called the Grinch who doesn't like Christmas.
Is he a man?
Well, what are they called?
Is he one of them? I thought it was like a weird.
Yeah, I think he is one of them,
goblin.
but he's just like mouldy.
Super hairy and mouldy. I need to do a
It's
deep
just out of
dive into
date.
the Grinch lore, see where he comes from, see what he is.
Well, like the iceberg, the Grinch
Yeah,
iceberg.
yeah, the Grinch iceberg.
There's some stuff you didn't know.
Here's the dark secret behind the Grinch.
The Grinch was on the Epstein flat logs. Oh, Grinch.
Oh no, he was a person. He was a who.
Yeah, who? I think it's just a weird looking who. So, yeah, that's it. That's basically it. It's just a man who doesn't like Christmas, steals Christmas,
Yep.
and then gets confronted.
And lots of classic Jim Carrey wacky shenanigans.
From what I've seen, it's like he generally is such a cartoon man. It seems like he's like edited to look weird, but his face is just so
his physical comedy.
Excellent character. I love Jim Carrey. He's a good actor.
He's great.
I always thought he was a very, very good actor.
Mm.
Right, so what's the cinematography now?
Cinematography stuff first. Do you want me to start, or?
You're going to have to carry this, because cinematography and The Grinch Stole Christmas is like... Oh,
Yeah.
You know what? No, I'll backtrack there. There's a few nice shots they do.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Right,
You go
so,
first.
do you want me? I'll start. Okay. So, from what I remember, there's a few scenes like when the Grinch jumps out of bed, he like leaps up, opens his legs. Wow. Yeah, still Christmas.
Yeah. Wait.
That bit. There's
Wait.
also when he's going up
There's a bit where
the
he jumps up and opens his legs.
I don't know, not in that way. He just goes, wow, his legs.
Oh, does like a star jump.
Yeah.
Okay. I know
there's
what you mean. Yeah.
The bit where he has the Christmas sack, where he's like stolen everyone's presents and he's going up the hill.
Mhm.
That bit as well. That's a classic scene, and the shots on that were like lower down. Yeah, I think they're like tilted as well to show that he's not a sane man. He's tilted with the camera.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it just like the standard? Here's what's happening, or is it like kind of artsy direction?
Yeah, it's all like they use a lot of like curves to like. I don't know what the camera term is. But it's like the camera
tilted.
curves a bit.
Oh.
Like I can't remember the name for it, but they do that a lot. They like to curve and like tint the camera to like make it look like the sides are like bigger.
Okay.
I think it kind of adds like a dramatic look to his face. It makes him look more insane.
It makes it look a bit more warped.
With especially, he looks like a human pug, so he definitely does look already a bit creepy. So it really helps it like bring out. Yeah. So that's cinematography really. I've got you can carry me now.
I think I can vaguely remember there being a lot in the Grinch, like loads of the lighting was just super green lighting. I don't know if that was like just
in his house. He has a lot of
grotto,
yeah.
That's one of a few things I can very vividly remember. That and him crawling down a.
And he has a dog. He has a dog called Max.
Does he have a dog?
Yeah.
One sec.
Dog.
Bloody dog.
Yeah. Right, let's go on with Krampus. What's the cinematography in Krampus?
So what I've written is like it's filmed like a family Christmas movie. It's got like that kind of like the warm atmosphere, like the glowy kind of sitting around the Christmas tree kind of vibe. But then it goes into like a home invasion movie where it's all a bit more tense and a bit more bleak, because when there's at the start there's like a blizzard rolls in to, like, you know, Krampus brings the snow with him, and this blizzard rolls in and it's like a whiteout all over this town, and it just makes it like super like claustrophobic, and like, oh, okay, you're stuck. Oh yeah,
you're like compressed, stuck in this one little shack.
Because it's like you can barely see ahead of you. But there's one scene near the start, or when it like all first kicks off, where I think it's the daughter leaves to go to her boyfriend's house because she's like, I hate this family, and she wanders off.
This family.
Because they're American and that's how Americans speak.
I thought there was like I thought you did like a Liverpool. So like, it's family.
But there's this scene. That's not a Liverpoolian accent.
What is it, like Yorkshire?
Yeah, right, Yorkshire.
Yorkshire, I don't like you. That's it.
But there's this scene.
Got a bit more than just Yorkshire.
Yeah, that was a bit extra.
That's how I like it.
With this blizzardy scene, and she's wandered off because she hates her family.
What
and
a
there's
good
a bit
idea.
with Krampus, like in the blizzard, in the snow, running across the roofs of the houses. Did you ever do that thing when you were in sit in a car or on a bus or something, where you run across in your mind across the rooftops?
Of course I did. I always did that.
Yeah, I did that, and it reminded me of that. I don't know why that stuck with me, but it is a cool...
I used to do it with trees. When you look at the trees, I always pretend I was jumping over them.
Yeah, jumping between them, and it was always a werewolf in my mind.
Werewolf did it. It was me. I was.
Was it you?
I was very confident. I was very confident myself.
You were sure that you could
jump over a tree. No doubt.
Between houses.
Yeah. After jumping over that tree, I got a scholarship with the NBA. It was great.
Oh, very well done, mate.
I flew over that tree with a ball.
I think you might be lying. I'm not sure. I don't.
No,
you wouldn't do that.
No, I'm an angel.
Other cinematography bits. No, I can't think of any other bits.
Well, that's a pretty impactful shot though, because it would show like the.
It's like horror movie villain
pretense
appearing.
to it, yeah.
Like this monster is slightly in the distance, but then also. I just love how it looks. I just love how cool the Krampus is.
I've seen a few of the shots from Krampus because I watched the kill count a while ago.
Yeah.
And like a lot of the shots when he's in the house, I think are probably quite nice as well.
Yeah, and he's just this big towering
he's just literally like 10 foot tall.
I didn't realise till I read an interview with, I think it was with the director or one of the prop people, that the Krampus is meant to be wearing like a dead guy's skin as a mask.
Or like
he looked a bit goofy.
Leatherface.
Because he whenever there's a close up on him, he's just like slack jaw, just like staring at people. And I was just like, why does Krampus not look like a goat man? But apparently he's wearing someone's skin.
It looks like someone is injured.
Yeah, I don't know if that's
respect for Krampus.
Accurate Bavarian Krampus lore or. Ooh.
Big up Krampus.
Big up Big K.
Big K man.
So the idea is it's a little bit like not very original, because it's the two sides of this family. There's like the soft city people who are, slightly well off, but like don't really know what they're doing, and then the mean, rough and ready country guys who are a bit sexist and old-fashioned and are kind of bullying the other side of the family. And it's a bit like, okay, these are all characters that have existed a million times, but then they do a bit of like, by the end of the film, the two dads are like have respect for each other and are getting along, but I don't think there's enough like character development to actually. But then again, it is just like a goofy Christmas. The boss. It's like a goofy Christmas, like dark comedy horror thing.
It really is just like a.
Yeah, I'm not too fussed about the, character development and all the thematic properties, because I just want to see Krampus using some cool Christmas-themed gadgets to kidnap children. That's what it's all about.
Hold up. You want to see Krampus stealing children?
Yeah. I want to see children being stolen into the night by a big goat demon.
Nice.
And they don't hold back from that. There is like just... There's a scene where a kid gets like eaten by a massive, monstrous Jack-in-the-Box.
Yeah.
And then there's like a gang of gingerbread creatures that try to attack. Yeah, just a lot of weird, like Christmas with a twist toys that he uses as like weapons to just capture these people.
Yeah.
And that's it. He doesn't kill them as well. The ending. That's the big twist.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert for this film that no one really cares about. Cares about it. I'm not sure anyone's listening to this going.
Oh my god. I get all of my movie news from the Pick and Mixed Opinions podcast. I can't believe that.
Is that our one viewer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
damn it, Jake, you ruined it.
This ending is like, as I was reading some reviews about Krampus, and a lot of people hated the ending because it's like, dream sequence ending, that it was all a dream. Yeah. This is a little bit similar kind of vibe because, as it turns out, Krampus kidnaps people, sticks them in a snow globe in his little cavern, and they have to live Christmas over and over again. Just some weird, like, torturous Groundhog Day with these kidnapped people.
I think it's a bit better than it was all a dream.
Yeah, and I thought it was like a kind of horrible but fun ending for it.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
I think that's too bad.
I think some people just didn't like it because it was like not a cop out, maybe, but
it just kind of take away from the impact, though.
Yeah, because when you think,
they're dead, no, they're not.
Yeah, we've just seen this child being eaten by a massive Jack-in-the-Box snake monster.
He's fine.
Turns out they're just being tortured for all eternity in a snow globe.
It's just a joke, guys. It's just a prank.
It's just a prank, man.
It's just a goof, bro. We're just having a goof.
And that links on a little bit with the cool toys and stuff onto the practical effects. So have you heard of Weta Workshop? WETA.
No, I have not. I'll have a look now.
New Zealand effects company. And I looked at the list of what films they've worked on, if you get it up, and they've worked on absolutely everything. They started on Lord of the Rings. If you go to the wiki and scroll down to films,
I see Lord of the Rings, and
all sorts of stuff. If you go on their wiki, they've worked on like everything that you think has got good practical effects. It was them, so I can see why I think like all the puppets and
Jesus Christ,
and all the costumes is really good.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. I'll find some Avatar.
Yeah.
Yeah, the original Avatar, not the ninja ones, the blue people. Thor Ragnarok.
Yep.
Arguably the best four. Jumanji, the next level. Dune, Mortal Kombat, Mulan. The new Avatar that's coming out.
Yep.
They did Power Rings as well.
Power.
Not right. Sorry, the Rings of Power.
Rings of Power. Okay. Yeah, they've done all of that. And
iRobot, Hellboy, Van Helsing.
Oh, maybe that's why. Because like Hellboy has some really cool like monster design stuff on it, and it's a similar kind of like these characters all look awesome. These elves look like creepy and weird, a bit like Guillermo del Toro stuff. That's probably why I like it so much.
Have you seen the Chronicles of Narnia?
Yeah,
I've seen that, and I think that's a good example of it. The like effects in that are amazing.
Oh, like the Mr. Tumnus outfit.
Yeah, a lot of this film is a lot of practical effects, and I think they do it really well in this.
Yeah, yeah. So Weta Workshop, they've just done like everything, and yeah, that's why I like this one so much.
Big up yourself, Weta Workshop.
Well done.
Well done. What about the characters? Guys. What about the characters in Krampus? The family, are they really?
Yeah, so like the banter between the family. There's the two dads. So it's like the mum, something Colette. What's her name? Toni Collette out of Hereditary. She plays the mum, and it's her sister is the. So it's the two sisters and then their husbands.
Yeah.
And like the characters are all right. They're just a little bit like, oh, he's the soft guy. He's the hillbilly. He's these kids are the bullies. This kid's the
Oh, a bit cookie cutter. Like,
yeah.
Genetic.
But I suppose it is
Generic.
like I said before. It is Krampus. It is a Christmas horror film, so you're not expecting like Oscar-worthy performances. But there's I think it's the Gran. Or like the aunt, maybe. I think she's meant to be.
Yeah.
Conchata Ferrell is the actress. The lady from 2.5 Men, and she's great.
Oh yeah.
She just like just hilarious lines, just like get me in there. I want my eggnog, and then I'm going to sleep, kind of vibes. And she's hilarious. And there's a lot of like really.
There's the comedy in it good as well.
Yeah, I quite liked how. It's like, because it's like dark humour and it's a kind of sort of dry delivery on these lines, and there is some like set up punchline jokes, but most of it is I don't know how to describe the style of humour, but it's like maybe dry is the right word. I just found it like really understatedly funny. Maybe.
As a British man, you definitely would. That's
Absolutely.
our claim to fame is dry
How
humour.
do you do a monocle? What's the? I don't know. Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I hate wet humour. Everyone knows that.
Yeah. I thought that was a glass of wine for a second. So you drink a glass of wine.
Straight VOD, mate.
I'll start with characters. The biggest character in it is without a doubt band member 1, who was played by Vern Troyer.
Oh, was he in it?
Who was famous for playing Mini-Me. It's got a really big cast. You've got David Costabile, who's known for playing... I forgot his name. He's in Breaking Bad. He plays Walter's like lab assistant and part of the show. It's got the cast is surprisingly...
Is it like a stacked out cast?
Yeah. You've got Bill Irwin playing Lulu Who. Molly Shannon. You've got Josh Ryan Evans playing Lil Grinch.
Oh, Jeffrey Tambor. Yeah.
Yeah. You have Christine Baranski. She's Leonard's mum in The Big Bang Theory, I think. Yeah.
Isn't she just... Oh, no, Leonard's mum. I thought it was just the voice that shouts.
Anthony
Hopkins.
She's also in The Good Fight, Bad Mums. But I'd say she's notable from The Big Bang Theory, definitely.
Probably.
So I'll actually do the characters. I'm joking, by the way. Our main character is Jim Carrey, obviously playing the Grinch. He plays it excellently. I don't think there could be a better Grinch than him. He's such an animated person that he fits perfectly for the role.
I think in my mind, the Grinch is the Jim Carrey representation of the Grinch. It's not the original
Anytime I say
cartoon or whatever.
When everyone says which Grinch you watch, and I say the Jim Carrey one.
Yeah,
because that's the one you watch. Yeah. It's the Jim Carrey Grinch.
Yeah.
As much as it is his Grinch, when I was looking for the characters and all that, you have to put how the Grinch stole Christmas. You don't just put Jim Carrey Grinch. It didn't come up with anything properly.
Oh, does it not? Oh, there's a 2018
how the Grinch, one. Oh. Yeah, so you have to put something more specific.
Awful.
The Grinch basically is just a character who was hatred of Christmas. He probably would have summoned Krampus if he was real.
Yeah, probably.
So the Grinch just has the idea to steal Christmas, and his whole character basically is, I'm not happy, so no one else can be happy. So, that is literally his character boiled down to it.
And since watching that film, I have encountered some people who are... I thought maybe it's like a cartoonish, over-the-top version of someone being grumpy, but there are people who are that grumpy.
Genuinely. I'm one of them. I'm kidding.
I hate Christmas dinner. I hate cinnamon.
Cinnamon's gross, in my defense. It's so hard to eat. I don't know how no one has it.
You don't just eat it straight.
I know, but it's like if you have like
have you been having spoons full of cinnamon
swirl? I've done before, yeah.
I mean, I
What's done?
just can't get over the fact that you don't like Christmas or cinnamon or stuffing.
Right, you're putting words in my mouth now. I never said I don't like Christmas. I don't like Christmas dinner.
That is by
It's
extension.
always burnt. Like,
It's always burnt.
I've never had a fresh one.
Maybe you should try cooking it. I should show your mum how it's done.
What's the point? Because you won't listen. Doesn't matter.
Right, sorry, go on. I've interrupted
Do
you
that,
again.
but it wouldn't do anything. Right, so Jim Carrey, obviously, despite that, despite them making a new one, I think most people, when you say Grinch, thinks of this film. I think this is the definitive Grinch film.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that Grinch is open domain. It must be, because he's such an old character.
It's
so
Dr.
anyone can
Seuss,
make
isn't it?
really.
Is it Dr.
Yeah,
Seuss
I think
character?
most. Yeah, Dr. Seuss. I think. I'll Google it real quick. Is Grinch open domain?
I don't know, because it wasn't that long ago, was it? It's the 50s.
The Grinch is not. No, the Grinch isn't open domain. Okay. So. Okay, I thought it was because there's a lot of Grinch films, but never
Maybe
mind.
just the rights are pretty open.
Yeah, probably been shared around more than anything. But damn. Yeah. Apart from the Grinch, who was the main meat of the podcast being the main meat of the movie being Jim Carrey. I'll go through a few of the characters that you might remember.
Yep.
You got Max, who is the Grinch's dog,
Yep.
played by a dog called Kelly.
Ooh,
Okay.
good.
Cindy Lou Who was the child, like
Was that the main little girl?
yeah, the main little girl that he scares the crap out of, played by Taylor Momsen, who also played. She's very familiar. I can't remember what she did now. Give me a second. Yeah, she's in Spy Kids as well. She was the girl in Spy Kids. She's an underdog. Yeah, so it's just Spy Kids mainly, as that's her big thing. You've got Christina Baranski. I'm so dyslexic, you shouldn't be making me do this.
I'm not making you do this. You could talk about the characters without telling me all of their names.
Yeah, so she's the main love interest of the Grinch. It's not developed too much, but I don't think it should be. I think it's gonna ruin it if it was more of a love film.
No one wants to see that Jim Carrey as the Grinch falling in love, do they?
Yeah, it just reminds me of how lonely I am. I don't want to see that.
Even the Grinch can get a girlfriend, and there you are.
How could the Grinch get a girl? I can't even get a text back. Whatever. Okay.
You're just not as
But,
drippy as he is.
He's got too much Raz. What can I say? His Riz game is next level. Raz.
Raz.
He's a raspberry.
You've heard it here first. The Grinch has got Raz, whatever that means.
Eyes. Yeah. So I feel like with her, it's good how it's undeveloped. I know we're going back to this. But I think it would kind of ruin the film.
It's not necessary, is it?
No, because it's not the main point. The main point is I stole Christmas,
and like the Christmas film vibe is like family rather than love in that way,
rather than presents.
Yeah,
that's the main idea. Is that instead of I've stole their presents. Why are they still happy? Because they have each other.
Oh,
it just isn't realistic, though, in my opinion. That's the one flaw of this film. Very unrealistic.
Isn't that the whole like Christmas movie vibe? Isn't that the whole theme of Christmas movies? Is don't be too bothered about presents because you've got your family, but also
but I like films that are based in realism, and it really is not.
Just anti-gift, anti-family, anti-Christmas dinner, anti-cinnamon.
Give me my presents! God damn! Get out of here! Yep, so the themes of the Grinch, that's what we were just saying. It's about family and love.
That's what the Grinch and Fast and Furious have in common. Family.
Yeah.
Vin Diesel is the Grinch.
Oh, you know what? I
would watch that.
Do you know, like Rick and Morty, the alternate universes? In the alternate universe where Vin Diesel played the Grinch,
Yeah.
I'd probably like to stay in that one a bit more.
Yeah.
As much as I do love Jim Carrey's Grinch, that is just a hilarious thought.
Imagine that.
Well, I'm the Grinch. I'm here to steal stuff. He'd be so unenthusiastic.
Is that one of
He's
the
never...
lines from the Grinch? I'm here to steal stuff.
No, Give me stuff. I take stuff now. He's like Russian in my mind. Just like Vin Diesel just looks like a Russian. Do you know where they just like show there's like I do stuff now. Very like just cold.
Yeah,
cold
sure.
face.
Yeah, I
okay.
totally agree with you.
Right, so yeah, the main theme of the thing really is just family. This is kind of hard to go through. It's really hard to review these films where they're so cookie cutter. It
is just a Christmas movie.
It's a Christmas film about why you should love your family, really.
And not be a miserable...
And why you shouldn't be a miserable bastard and steal everyone's presents.
Yeah.
Smile. Stop being a... Don't be a Grinch. That's basically
Grinch,
it. Don't
man.
be a Grinch. Be a happy Grinch.
And if you are a Grinch, make sure you take really strong heart medication because your heart might just blow up 3 times.
Yeah, it's like 3 times size.
He'd be...
That wouldn't fit in like the area where it's slotted.
That's hospital time.
It'd just be pointing out like a tube. You'd have a tube of heart just pointing outwards. And then the blood flow wouldn't go through it properly. You'd be dead. I'm sorry. The Grinch is dead.
Grinch is dead.
The Grinch died of heart failure.
The second half of the film was actually a long dream sequence because the Grinch had heart failure and then those were his dying dreams.
He died in a very goofy way.
Such a goofball.
3 times size. Lol.
Right, on that note.
I just noticed you put Don't Be Julius for Christmas. Why not? Okay. How dare you?
What?
Producer Alex putting that in the... Oh.
What do you say?
Don't be Julius for Christmas.
Don't be Julius for Christmas. That's the theme of this
I'll
podcast.
Be one. I think the real big theme is if you look at the lady who plays the Grinch's love interest, she looks just like James Charles. I can't not notice he looks just like James Charles.
Yes, I see.
That said,
yeah,
that's my main theme. That James Charles is in this film, so I'm already gonna have to take 2 points off it.
That's an immediate point reduction. But yeah, the theme of today's podcast is similar to the
James
Grinch.
Charles.
No, don't be a Julius. Enjoy Christmas dinner. Eat cinnamon.
Just don't be me,
gifts.
please. I like to be myself. I'm the OG. You can't be me.
Awful. Right, soundtrack.
Yep, soundtrack. Jeff, but we're gonna have to skip through this one a bit.
Yeah,
it's Grinch. Soundtrack is it's literally just one song, and it's Jim Carrey going, "You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch." That's like the entire soundtrack, really.
Classic though, mate. Iconic.
It is a classic, but it's also like it's one song.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's one very memorable song.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's it. That's the only.
Yeah. So, it's nice how it's sung by Jim Carrey himself. He sings the song himself. If you didn't know. Yeah, sung by Jim Carrey. So
nice.
That's a nice little bonus. That he put a bit more effort into it.
Put on.
Yeah, it just shows they really put detail into it by making him do the song himself. It really shows. I suppose I touch my desk and it's wiggling my screen. It really just shows that I actually cared for the film because he could have just gone, no, get someone else to do it.
Yeah,
he wasn't massive when this came out. He was pretty big, but it wasn't big. He was already pretty big.
Not
actor.
Like height of his fame, kind of.
Yeah. So, yeah, I reckon that was a very nice part of it. It really brought a bit of, let's say, I don't know. Go on. I can't speak English. Humanity to him.
Humanity to him.
Humidity. I don't know. Humidity sounds like water in it.
Don't you mean humanity?
What?
Okay. For Krampus.
Humanity? Who cares?
Who asked?
I'm joking.
The Krampus soundtrack was just it was like Christmas songs, but made creepy. So, like Deck the Halls and that, but with like a orchestral kind of spooky vibe added onto it. It was just really good. Like I listened to the soundtrack last night just because it was good, creepy Christmas music, which like fits the film perfectly as well because it's meant to be like anti-Santa.
Yeah.
basically.
It's basically like Santa for people that don't like Christmas.
Yeah,
And I
Germans.
think that's it. How's Christmas at yours then?
The Krampus turned up, absolutely wrecked the shop.
Did he drink your beer?
No, he just stole me. Put me in a basket, hit me with some reeds, and then.
Are you a
took me up.
child?
Yeah.
A young 30-year-old?
Yeah. Well, come on. 28, please.
Yeah, that's 30.
28 and a half. Please don't make me any older than I have
Please,
to be.
please.
28 and a
Round it up,
quarter.
mate. Round it up. That's 30. What can I say?
I refuse.
When you're 30. No.
No, I'm not. Never.
You just don't go to your birthday, just run off.
Yeah, don't turn up. I'll choose that year to have no birthday.
12.
And have just Christmas that year. And then I'll be 29 for 2
You
years.
can have your 30th birthday, Jake. Little do they know. Little do they know I'm already 30.
Right.
Right. So I enjoyed The Grinch. Great film. I don't really have many bad things to say about it. As you can tell by this review, it was mainly just positive. If I had one complaint, it was a bit long. That's literally it was, it's nearly 2 hours long.
Yeah.
Which I kind of like the novelty of it. I don't like sitting there for 2 hours.
Was it a bit repetitive? Was it a bit like, okay, I get it?
No, it was just, I felt like bits they could have just taken out. There's always, I always say that with most films, there's just bits you just don't need in there. A lot of world building, which isn't really. It's The Grinch. You don't need to have that much world building.
Yeah.
You can have a little bit. I understand that world building's nice. I enjoy world building, but just the amount they had was a bit over the top.
Fair enough.
So, with all that said, I'm going to give The Grinch a score of 7 out of 10.
Not
7
bad.
out of 10 crowns. It was good. No, I really did enjoy it.
Good.
Especially Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey was the best bit, and James
Yeah.
Charles. I love James Charles. Them sweet cheeks. I'm all about the face. Yeah.
Moving on slightly quickly. For the Krampus, I'm giving it 3.7 stars because a lot of fun, and it's Christmas but horror, which is I love that kind of thing. One of the main downsides is like the last 20 minutes, I think, maybe 30 minutes. It goes from being like really creative and all these different gadgets and stuff to just characters are running through the snow and getting pulled underground. Like all the characters get done in the same way, and it's just a bit like, it was so creative and inventive for the first bit, and then kind of maybe a bit rushed. I don't know if it was rushed or something. Maybe.
Yeah. Well, maybe they just had the ideas and it kind of dribbled off a bit. Because we've got all these characters that are still alive. We need them dead.
Well, it happens a lot in horror movies. Is that they have some really like cool, inventive kills and scenarios, and then for the last bit, it's just dead. Nothing too fancy. So that was a bit rubbish.
Yeah. Good score though. That's not a bad score.
3.7 out of 5.
Yeah. If I saw that score, I'd probably watch the film.
Better than average.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right. Let's get to question time.
Question time. First question. If you could make a Christmas film, what would you make?
Okay. I reckon I'd make a Christmas film, but it's like, I basically just make The Boys, but Christmas. So Santa just gets like slaughtered.
What? So it's like Santa, but Santa's like a bad
any
person.
Christmas
like
figure you can
Homelander,
think
but
of.
Santa.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Was that your idea? Was like that Santa? Oh, it turns out Santa's actually
every single Christmas icon is a real thing, genetically made by humans, and then we just slaughter them all. Just every single one of within this film just gets killed.
I've got a feeling you don't like
worst
Christmas. As I'm just thinking, my first thought was Santa. He only goes down chimneys because he's a pervert. That's his actual motive.
Pedophile Santa.
Well, let's not talk about that.
It's the flight logs.
Let's not do that. No, let's just leave it at pervert Santa.
Santa.
Steals all your milk and cookies, and then
is it just a short film, or is it like a 2 hour long film?
I was going to say if this is
constantly
your film,
constantly going down chimneys, just going, oh yeah,
I love a good tree.
Crawling back up, going to the next house.
It is a bit creepy, innit? When you think about it.
You
What
could just
other...
make a whole film about Santa being a deviant. I think we should mix ours together.
the deviant Santa.
Yeah. Santa's a deviant. He does a lot of gross things, and then we find out later on that Santa was
Convicted.
actually a not just a pervert, but he was also a killer.
Oh
And then
no!
you have to go hunt Santa. The government have to find Santa and kill him.
It's like a secret CIA.
Instead of presents this year, he's dropping off bombs.
And rain. What other character? What would like the other twists be? Because that's like Santa's homelander.
Krampus could be good. Krampus could be helping.
Yeah,
cool.
and he's just like a.
But then
an alcoholic
plot
beats
twist.
kids.
He's also bad.
Yeah, just beats up kids. I mean, obviously, Krampus is already bad. He's not. He's not a good character.
He's like, I've got a bad reputation for my kid beating. I don't think I did anything wrong. I don't. Oh.
He's pro beating. He's pro corporal punishment.
Pro bullying. Everyone should be.
We're not going
Keep bullying.
there. We're not going there. What about the reindeers?
You don't say that like I actually want to be able to be bullied.
After your 10-minute film, we don't know, do we?
True. Reindeers could be I don't know. I think they could be the bombs. They could be like nukes in them.
Or they're just like a group of bullies that abuse and haze Rudolph.
It's just
Like,
one
they just
really
hate
beaten
him.
up reindeer at the front,
Yeah,
and everyone
Rudolph's
else
his
is like
red nose
a
is
really
because-
buff one.
Rudolph's red nose is because he's been beaten up by all the other elves.
Should we just have Rudolph be like a dead car, like just a body they have at the front? That just, like,
they've
flows
hidden.
through?
They've covered up the murder of Rudolph, and that's what sets the
It's
film off. Is
painting.
that the Rudolph's gone missing, and they need to send the CIA to investigate. And
You
it's
see
a
like Rudolph's
conspiracy.
head on like a fence. To make it as vulgar and like as dark as possible.
Yeah,
I think that would be generally just be a great film.
that's the opening shot. Is two
I would definitely watch that if I
New
saw
York
a film.
detectives walking up to down
Like LA Noire.
down a New York like down an alley, and at the bottom of the alley on a dumpster is just a reindeer head with a glowing nose.
And, like the body's been like torn open and like what do you call it, like a mural on a wall? It's spread across.
What is it? Red Dragon? No, not Red Dragon.
I'm not sure. Do you know when the body's like opened up?
The
and
Silence
it's,
of the Lambs one, where he's just
That's
like
it,
flamed
yeah.
up, and yeah, that'd be lovely. So that's your film, is a horrible, awful.
and you make Santa eat
Anti-Christmas.
his own brain.
Like, yeah.
You make him his own final dinner.
Is this film also just going to be loads of references to Hannibal and other horror movies?
And detective films. We'll just make
And
it like a reference film because they normally get mixed
So
reviews.
it's just Ready Player One, but awful
Not shit.
and horrible.
Yeah.
Well, I think by the sounds of it, it's still going to be a bit crap. But
That'd be hilarious. I think
That'd be
people
great.
would enjoy it for the lols. Yeah. So our Christmas film is just
well, that's
very
yours.
dark.
I've got a different idea. I don't want anything to do with that one. I've given you some ideas. You can roll with it, but I don't want my name attached to it.
you don't want director's rights. What the hell?
I'll executive producer
Hurt
or
my feelings.
co-producer. Now
Co-producer.
my Christmas film was also it's like also quite bleak and miserable. But you know, in World War One, they had those Christmas football games.
Yeah.
Something to do with them. Like, just it's a bleak, horrible war film. And then that happens. They play football, and then next day it's back to a bleak, horrible World War One film.
I still that's like if like Alex Jones or someone wanted to say one thing that like the war wasn't real, I'm surprised no one went for that.
Well, it's
That's such a mental thing to happen in
Yeah.
real life. It's
Well,
so
because
weird.
all the men who were in the trenches didn't actually hate their enemies.
Oh no, then it's
Yeah,
the same
there
with
was
every
still-
war, isn't
yeah.
it? You don't hate most of them don't hate anyone. They're just
They're
doing
just
it because they
told
need
to-
money.
yeah.
Yeah. It's
Well,
their
not even
job.
that, because they've been conscripted and forced to. But,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, especially in World War.
World War One. But yeah,
And
just
two.
something to do. Is it called the Christmas Armistice? Is that something like that? But yeah, that would
No,
be.
it sounds a bit German to
I'd
me.
make a film. Armistice is not a German.
Sounds a bit German to me. If it's German, I don't like it.
Don't like Christmas. Don't like Germans.
I like Stella and England.
It's
That's
coming
it.
home.
It's coming.
Question 2.
Question 2. Yep.
If you could get anything for Christmas, any gift, what would you have? What's your ideal Christmas gift?
Just a gun from a film that has a gun.
What?
Just any gun.
Wait, are we doing gifts from movies or just gifts in general? Are you on like?
I'm sure that there's a film with a gun in it. Just pick one of them.
What are you on about?
Die Hard. As
in, you want a replica gun from any film as your ideal Christmas? No, a real one.
No,
okay.
I don't know. Like, is it just from films?
I don't know. You said no.
If we said from games, I would go portal gun. That'd be my. I'd love a portal gun.
Oh, Chris, a gift from a game.
It should be a portal gun immediately.
Yeah, that would be.
If we're going for films, is there a film with a portal gun in it? Does Ready Player One have that?
Can I just have a Ready Player One headset and just be?
I just want a portal gun. I don't want to go to the metaverse. Thank you.
I'd want one of I'd want one of the Matrix. You know, those pods that they wake up in naked that they're plugged into, just to be living in the Matrix.
I was thinking, if you had one of them Ready Player One headsets, you'd be the only one with one. So you'd go on your own.
Just be me on my own.
You ready for a race?
In my chair.
But no one's there as well, so you just walk around like an empty building.
It'd be completely empty.
It's just deserted.
Yeah, maybe not that then.
Yeah, if we just went for maybe like, do you think like a horror, what do you call them, like a supernatural horror like villain? Do you think their powers come from something else? So if I said, I want to have the power of Freddy Krueger, I want to be able to go into dreams and be immortal.
No, you can't have gifts unless it's like an item that gives them that power. Like say,
what's his claws? Maybe that gives him his power of being a.
You want some scissor gloves?
Dream traveler. Just be Edward Scissorhands at that point.
Yeah, yeah. You want to be Freddy Krueger. It turns out you're Scissorhands.
What about the thunderbolt that makes Jason immortal?
The thunderbolt that makes Jason immortal?
Yeah, because he was dead, wasn't he? And then he gets shocked by lightning and he's immortal. He's like a
deity. You can't have thunderbolts as a gift.
It's like supernatural. I don't know. I can't remember that film too well.
So you want either...
I just don't... I want to be immortal. I find a genie lamp. Just a genie lamp. From Aladdin. And then I get 3 wishes.
And you get to bring Robin Williams back as the...
Robin Williams.
Did I say Robin? You get to bring Robin Williams.
What's he Robin? Criminal. I'd... Yeah, but then would I?
Well, he'd be back as the genie, wouldn't he? For a bit.
What if it was the Will Smith?
He'd come back and slap you immediately.
You run my lamp, bitch.
Get my lamp out your mouth.
Get my... I can just imagine, like, you finally get where you've always wanted a lamp, and Will Smith just comes out
and slaps the shit out of you.
But he does a slow walk towards you as well, like.
So you know it's coming.
Oh my god! So you know you're getting slapped. You just have to stand there and smile again. Your wife's bold.
Right, should we move on? Last question. Last question. When should you put up and take down Christmas decorations?
This was my donation as well, because I'm very against having Christmas
surprisingly
decorations.
Surprisingly enough, you're also anti-Christmas decoration.
Right? No, yeah, because I feel like it. I don't know. When it's up too long, it's like, you just take it down.
So what's the
first... when you go shopping and it's not even been Halloween yet, and there's all these Christmas decorations. Like, can you just not wait until
way
December?
Too early. But if you could make it into law, what's your cut-off start date and cut-off
starts end date? December 1st. I think that's an excellent day to have it start. So then you get a month for Christmas.
Yep.
And it has to be taken down. I would say the day, like the first day of the new year.
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of people probably have plans, or they'll be hungover.
Yeah. So you take it down before New Year because you want New Year.
No, I'd say the third. No, because people have like New Year is like just an extra Christmas in my mind. People still like to. I don't know about you, but my family still like to have their Christmas decorations up when they're doing that. So I would just save it till like the 3rd of January.
See, this is gonna look bad now because I've called you the Grinch and the anti-Christmas Julius, but I've written down when you should put up and take down decorations is the 24th and 26th of December.
24th.
Yep, you put your decorations up Christmas Eve, take them down Boxing Day.
Oh, so yeah, okay.
Yeah, just. I think that's a knee-jerk reaction to seeing Christmas gifts. As soon as 1st of November, I saw Christmas decorations and stuff being sold, and my knee-jerk reaction is, no, that's not allowed. That's incorrect. No. I want more Halloween.
All right, Grinch. Don't be a Jake for Christmas, guys. Hashtag don't be a Jake. Leave it in the comments.
What comments?
I'm going to leave a comment.
Are you going to? Okay.
I'm going to leave many comments.
Yeah.
Don't be a hashtag Jake, okay?
I feel like you're deflecting because
No.
I've said one thing that's slightly anti-Christmas. And it's not even that, it's just the decorations because they're all just so rubbish as well.
Yeah, that's the thing though. They are always terrible.
You've got like those tacky, awful blow-up Santas and stuff on,
that's
the
my only
plastic
exception.
ones.
You can have that all year round.
What, having a blow-up Santa is the only one
Because
you're
they're
allowed to have?
hilarious. They're hilarious.
Well, if it's like a wacky waving inflatable arm floating tube man Santa, then yeah, chuck it up.
That's a win. I'd have my street. Everyone has to have one of them, and they have to look after it like a pet. So if it's deflated, immediately call like an ambulance. They come down.
Call CPS, Child Protective Services, come down.
Call Tesco. They'll replace it. Yeah, 100%.
And then take them down. I think before New Year, because New Year's a separate celebration, isn't it?
Yeah, I would. I'd be honest with you. I'd probably say the day before New Year's. Then I'll change it. Okay. Is that the 29th? Is it for? Yeah, I think so. 29th or 28th, you can take it down.
And also, 30th. And also, you're not going to take down Christmas decorations on Boxing Day because you'll be too hungover and still too full of good Christmas food.
Well, you would be. I wouldn't drink.
I'd say that's why you don't like Christmas, is because you don't drink.
I'm not drunk.
Yeah.
You don't even like Christmas, you're just drunk for it. You just taught yourself
to
like
emotions. I've just, society has made me.
You just like a day off where you get hammered. That's literally it.
Not just a day.
You know what? I'll have a
Christmas
like
tipple.
Cider or something. Yeah.
Get yourself a mulled cider.
They're quite nice. A Christmas massive whiskey. Big whiskey.
If you don't drink much, I don't think whiskey's your best.
I like whiskey. So.
Oh dear, that's all right then. Yeah, get yourself a nice Christmas whiskey.
Or a Chrissy whiskey.
Chrissy whiskey. All right, I think that's everything.
Thank you for listening to the Pick and Mix podcast. No groovy in the movie this week. I know we're supposed to do it, but I'm sorry.
He's bold.
If you want an actual groovy in the movie, just look to your family. This is my groovy in the movie, real short. Okay, go to your family and tell you that you love them.
Tell you that you love them.
Tell them that you love them. Okay. Tell your family that you love all of them, and give them a hug.
Possibly the worst groovy in the movie so far, unironically.
Well, my gift to you this year is love. Thank you for listening. Hope you enjoy. Like and subscribe.
Merry Christmas.
And see you later. Merry Christmas.
Bye-bye.